We are live, L-I-V-E, live. Now, I just want to come quickly live to you guys today because I'm just looking over here as my screen over here. I just put a post on Facebook earlier and it was a question. It was, what do you wish you were taught in school? What do you wish you were taught in school? Now, I asked this question deliberately, what do you wish you were taught in school? Because I've got the privilege of leading the seminar for young leaders on behalf of Avnish and Anita Goyle on Sunday. And I asked the question, what do you wish you were taught in school, to frame some of the ideas I'm going to share with the children on Sunday. And the response has been phenomenal. But they pretty much, hi Sarah, how are you, lovely? And the response to the question, what do you wish you were taught in school, has been phenomenal. And they pretty much fall into two categories. Those categories are how to manage your mind and how to manage your money. There's a lot of agreement from over 30 people on my Facebook that as young people, when we were young, or indeed the young people we have now, if we can empower them with how to manage their mind and how to manage their money, they leave school with a phenomenal opportunity to grow into their life. And so if I just pick out something here, someone has said money management skills. I mean, let me talk from a personal perspective. I had no money management skills coming out of school whatsoever. Many of you know that I was deep and very, very deep into debt. And I just had no idea. I mean, I didn't know about the richest man in Babylon then. Hi, Melinda, how are you, lovely? I didn't know about the richest man in Babylon. I didn't know about saving 10% and paying yourself first and some of these financial ideas. What if our children today were being empowered with these ideas in school? What if from a very young age we shared the idea in school that, what if you share the idea that, you know, for every pound you have from your paper round or whatever it might be, what if you keep 10 pence for yourself regardless? What if you put 10 pence towards that comic business you're going to start eventually? What if you gave 10 pence to charity out of every pound you make? What if this was being taught in school? I mean, I'm not saying that the government, the system is wrong. I'm just asking the question, why? Why are we not being taught how to manage our mind and manage our money in school? Someone else has put mindfulness. Wow. I mean, going through school, college, university, my mind was all over the place. You know, obviously there was debt, there was chasing girls, there was drinking, there was gambling, there was all these different things. And I was very, very rarely mindful. In all honesty, maybe the only one or two times I was truly mindful was when I was on the golf course. But other than that, I had no idea what mindfulness was and didn't even fall into it by accident. What if we, and I know there are some organisations now teaching mindfulness and meditation in schools, and that's absolutely wonderful. And in fact, I believe I read that there's a meditation class in place of detention. Hi Sophia, how are you, lovely? Meditation in place of detention. Mindfulness in place of detention. That's powerful. What if our children are coming home from school? And Melinda says self-development. Yeah, guys, please keep the comments coming. Hi, Shivra. Keep the comments coming. Welcome to this video. Keep the comments coming on what you think should be taught in schools. Because as I say, I'm taking all the information from all my friends on Facebook and followers, you know, so I can really frame. I think we've got over 50 young people in the room on Sunday. So yeah, I've got the knowledge I've acquired, the action steps I've acquired through the self-development that I've done. But I want to hear from you. What should be taught in schools? Because I've got an opportunity to impart some of this with the kids on Sunday. Another thing for me that I'm going to share with the kids is that it is cool. It is cool. It is cool to develop yourself. It is cool to read and take action on what you learn. And it's cool to expand your mind. I'm really going to hit that home on Sunday when I'm with these future leaders. Because what if I've spent some time in a few young communities, you know, I mean, they just come out of school. And I'm often seeing that, you know, they're thinking to themselves, if they can't be a footballer and they can't be a rapper, there's nothing else they can be. And they're often turning to crime because they just can't quite make it. have young kids and they don't learn about mindset or mindfulness. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Sophia. Sarah, definitely budgeting and saving money. Absolutely. I mean, as you know, it brings me back. I mean, this is not the rant of a conspiracy theorist before it goes into a chance of becoming that. But can any of you shed any light on why you think that we're not taught in school how to manage our mind and manage our money? Can any of you shed any light on that? Have any of you got any opinions on why that doesn't happen? Because then maybe we can frame, you know, outside education, extracurricular activities, if we can understand why our kids aren't being taught to manage their mind and manage their money. I mean, this is a great day. I think I've seen somewhere that there is a mental health awareness type day. That's absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And what if this was available and discussed with young people? I mean, I'm obviously still a relatively young man. And, you know, growing up, you know, from 15, 16, all the way through to the age I am now, 28, there's been a lot of male suicides, young males and females as well. But there's been an increase in young male suicides because they want children to get off the hook. Yeah, there's been lots of male suicides and high incidence of depression that's not talked about. So, you know, this open culture of talking about mental health, to talking about expanding the mind, maybe that would help. I mean, I'm just, you know, this is a live video, so I'm just throwing these ideas out there as they come through me. We are all programmed to get a job, nothing about financial freedom. This is what it looks like, Melinda. This is what it looks like. I mean, there is a school of thought that the school system is still the same as it was when it was preparing us to work in the factory. You know, ring the bell, line up, sit down, get on with your work. So when I do this seminar for young leaders in Heathrow on Sunday, I'm going to make it fun. I'm going to make it fun. I'm going to be engaging their minds, their body, their emotions. They think children are too young to understand. Yeah, thank you, Carl. They're absolutely. Do you think that's true? Do you think children are too young to understand? I mean, as soon as they understand... I mean, I've been privileged to meet some amazing children through my job and my career as a speaker and at events. And, you know, there's a young girl out there, Tegan. She has actually written a book about money for kids. And I think she wrote this when she was 6 or 7. Schools only stick to follow the system, and no matter how the young kid feels. Yeah, absolutely. And I think, you know, my lovely sister-in-law is a primary school teacher, right? And she's such an amazing, fun-loving, empowering person, right? But are these amazing teachers being stifled by having to just tick boxes? Does this make sense? I mean, there's lots of work, I think, done by the Prince's Trust, where they bring in people and they make maths fun and this type of thing. I think we can all do more when it comes to empowering the young people with managing their mind and managing their money. But school really does present a challenge, I suppose, because they're there for what? 8 hours a day? 6 to 8 hours a day? So this seminar that Avnish and Anita and I were putting on all the proceeds are going to Avnish and Anita's Hemraj Goyal Foundation, which supports young people both here and abroad, and they focus on some amazing charities at the moment. But at that event, we've got an opportunity, guys, and this is great. I'm reading some of the comments coming through, and some of the comments I've got on my Facebook. It's great that we're creating a vehicle to do this, and I invite you. If you've picked up some money management skills, mind management skills, mindfulness techniques. Steve Consalves says discipline. Wow, discipline would have been a great one for me. You know, go out there and share it with the young people, and maybe we can start some type of movement, right? Where we can get it in schools. We can get it in schools. Let me have a look at what some other people have said. How to survive 2017. I like that. Pete says mindfulness and compounding. Compounding is wonderful. I mean, if you could, I'm not sure what the maths might be, but if we showed them a visual of if they compounded a penny every day for however many days and what they could buy with that, just a fun visual. I'm sure that would be powerful. What do we have here from Mohammed? Mohammed says, because it doesn't support people in the power's agenda. However, we all have the power, and it's time we realise that. I love that. I love that. I'm going to roll with that, Mohammed, a minute. I'm going to spend some time on Sunday, certainly empowering the young people with the idea that they have the power. The power lies with them. I love that, Mohammed. So, and there was something great actually from a lady from Cardiff somewhere as well that she shares with her granddaughter. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, yeah. Esther said, she tells her granddaughter every day, what can you do? Everything. What can you be? Anything. I love that. Esther, if you don't mind, maybe I'll share that as main on Sunday. And I think everyone needs to speak out, have fun, and expand their ideas and throw their crazy ideas out there. You know? I want to create an environment that is totally and this is not me saying that school is bad. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is, how could we improve? How can we improve on what these young people are picking up? So on Sunday, I want to create an environment that is fun, that is expressive. We're going to have them breaking off into groups, sharing the ideas, and I'm going to get them to expand on their ideas. So let's say a child says, I really want to be an astronaut, Jermaine. I said, wow, let's explore that. Let's talk about that some more. About SMD. Why? They'll be talking about the stars, and I say, how about you could be the first person on Mars? That's possible. Does this make sense? So I really want to create an environment. Melinda says the power lies within. Yeah, I want to really create an environment where that is a key factor for sure. Where all of this amazing power and potential, I'm going to use the skills I believe I have to make it fun and draw that power out of these children. And then the parents are going to be there as well. And we're all going to be on board together to create an environment where we share some of these ideas that you guys are sharing that aren't taught in schools, so we can create momentum. So, and I think that's the key. That's the key. If you empower one child, you know, and that child's got some leadership skills that we're going to share, then they can create other leaders without having to come to events. And then hopefully we can get to a tipping point. Hopefully. Can't believe I said the word hopefully. Then we will get to a tipping point as a society where we've got young leaders, creating young leaders, managing their mind, empowering themselves, empowering others, managing their money, turning the economy around. That's where the potential lies. I know, I've hidden a lot of statuses today, things that I didn't want to really absorb. But it's evident there's some challenges in our world right now. That's evident. But what can we do? What can we actually do? What action steps can we take to turn things around? I'm not saying it's going to be an overnight success, but that's why I think starting with the children, the young people, is just so incredible. Because if we empower them with these ideas now, at ages 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then in 10 years' time, when they're 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, they're affecting the economy. They're affecting the society. We've empowered them with the idea that this is not the way the world was indeed supposed to be or has to be, and they have the power to change it. Does this make sense? I think if we shared this in schools, if this was part of the curriculum, where their minds were being open, where we were looking to create, where we're an active system, not just to create, people just to go straight into jobs. Processes that was creating, new Martin Luther Kings, new Nelson Mandelas. What if we had processes like that? Okay, we have meditation. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these children are growing up in a society where we have so many distractions. I mean, even as I make this video, I've got 2 screens, a video camera, I've got a tablet, and I've got my phone, right? All of which are equipped with apps and emails and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. And these children are going to grow up all of this with all of these potential distractions. So, if in schools it would be great if we could empower these young people with the tools and strategies of meditation and mindfulness, again, coming back to some of the previous comments. If we can educate these children how to quiet the mind so they can see more clearly, make more informed decisions, not be so heavily programmed like someone mentioned. Nothing is too challenging or impossible. Absolutely. Absolutely, Mohammed. And we're in danger. I'm not saying it's inevitable. Everyone knows that I'm a positive guy. This is not negative. But it's a fact. It's a fact that if we just have a little look across the media we're exposed to, we're in danger of our children being exposed to this and being programmed in this way. So, moving away from I mean, collectively, perhaps we do have the ability eventually to, look at what is included in the curriculum and use the skills of some of the amazing teachers we've got out there. But for now, I would like you to keep sharing your ideas, because as I say, I've got an event coming up Sunday, the seminar for young leaders with Abnish and Anita, where I've got the opportunity to share some of these ideas. So maybe I'll take them through a mindfulness practice. Maybe I'll share with them how to change their state of mind and body. All of these, maybe I'll share with them just a simple example. I think it was Einstein who said, if you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't know it well enough. So any of the concepts that I would share with an adult or a coaching client or within a corporate environment, I'll look at it and say, how do I explain that to a 6-year-old? And then on Sunday, whether they get that message across. So guys, it's been a beautiful discussion so far today, both on Facebook and on Facebook Live. If you've been with me live, it's been a privilege. Thank you so much for being with me on a discussion that is clearly passionate point for many, many of you. And if you're watching the replay, again, put your comments below. Let's talk more. Give me some more ideas. Give me some more in-depth ideas of things that should be taught in school, so I can empower the children I'm going to be with on Sunday, the young leaders. And for you watching live, yes, you, right now, it's never too late. That's the key. You were doing, up until this point, you've done the very, very best with the tools you have available to you. Does this make sense? So there's no need for guilt. There's no need for regret. Use these ideas that you're talking about: mindfulness, meditation, money management, how to save, self-belief, empowering the future, living into your potential. All of these ideas you're sharing with me. If you're not a child now, you can still do it. You can still take action on this material because the material is available and you are still breathing. Does this make sense? And then when there's more of us doing that, what do the young people do? They watch. They watch what we do. Not just what we say, they watch what we do. So if I'm telling my son that there's always something to be grateful for, and he's seeing me very angry all the time, he's watching my anger, watching my lack of gratitude. It doesn't matter how often I say there's something to be grateful for. So let's be mindful of that, guys. Let's be mindful of what we're doing so we can really, really empower a society and indeed ultimately humanity, because it's clear to see at the moment that we need it. So guys, thank you so much for being live with me. If you're watching the replay, thank you so much for watching. Keep the comments coming, guys, because on Sunday I'm going to be taking it all to the young leaders, and hopefully you'll see some footage and some pictures. I'm going to make it fun. It's going to be crazy, and they're going to think that self-development and learning and money management and managing their mind is cool, just like you guys. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.